All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity, and I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, Season 1, Episode 4.
Shizuka has been added into the relationship. Fantastic.
She has.
But will she sink or will she swim? Because, you know, Rentaro, awesome. Yes, she can get along with you just fine. But there's other people in this dynamic.
Yeah, and he's got to prove it with some action. Now, is he going to give the girls some action, or is this going to be
this is to go even further beyond.
Episode 4, he's already taking things beyond first base.
I mean, there's...
We got 4 bases?
No.
4 people?
No. I got 2 hands and 1 mouth.
I think that function like loses its efficacy rather quickly.
Right, you need to have something that's duplicatable. God damn it.
Bro's going to literally be like in an aerobics class or what have you, like, you know, learning how to do like all kinds of like simultaneous, like non-parallel motion. You know,
goes on to Samazon and is like, all right, energy drinks, 24 pack, not enough, 48 pack, pallet, yeah.
see, you no, energy drinks are bad for your sex drive.
Right. You
need
stamina.
Shilajit is what you need. Everyone who knows, you know. If you know.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. You're welcome. You can go Google that later. But all right, yeah, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this.
花園はかりさんと飯田かなねさん、俺の彼女の吉本静香ちゃん。パッと見普通だけど。
Okay.
こちらこそよろしくお願いしたい所存であった。
思いのほか来い。
これ君thy name. What? Of all the responses, I was not ready for that.
That is fantastic.
静香ちゃん。
Is this cat like God's familiar, like watching them?
愛読書のセリフで話すんだ。もしくは前回の3話を見てくれ。
説明責任をチートすんじゃないわよ。花園殿、インダ殿。
Dono.
3でいいわよ、3で。
本が大好きで、チャームポイントは本を読んでる時のつま先。
She didn't even realize that.
動きが変わるんだ。それが子犬の尻尾みたいっていうか。チャームポイントといえば、はかりが考え事をするとき、熱中すると唇でハムハムするのがセクシーでドキドキするんだ。
私そんなはしたないことを。
褒められて照れつつも嬉しいとき、お下げの先を指でく。
Of course.
Classic.
Yes.
たまらなく可愛いんだよな。
くるくる。
Twirl.
私のことめちゃくちゃ見てくれてる。
それからキスの時は、はちょっと唇尖らせてきたり。
そなたたち、よもやを交わした中で。
Buzzing.
接吻のことであろうか。
そりゃ接吻は接吻なんだから接吻だよね。
Yeah.
つい狼狽を見せた。なるほど、すでに口づけ。もしかして吉本さんもキスに興味が？私は婚姻まで純潔を守るべしと。宿命？
神に。
What is bussing exactly?
Go man.
自分のペースで付き合ってくれる。
Right.
それに俺も静香ちゃんがしたいって思ってくれたときに。
ちょっと無理やり割り込まないでください。
Oh, we're already starting this.
Yeah. She's like, nah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
そんなことよりレンタロウ君、今度私。
That'd be an indirect kiss after all.
Ah, yes, of course.
またチューしちゃうぞ。
Aw.
やっぱり遠慮しちゃってるな、静香。
That she sees this is probably like, I get some popcorn. Like, this is kind of fun.
ご用意させていただきました
Wow.
人は人に気を使ってるとき、本音を隠そうと
Did
する。
the guy's name is No Thoughts?
I think it was, yeah.
相手から嫌われないようにするためだ。だからこそ。
The Japanese salaryman sharing
感情をあらわにした相手の前では
business cards. This is amazing.
Incredible.
Holy shit, I love it.
嘘偽りのない自分を知られたことにより、本音をぶつける恐怖心が薄れ、心を許せるようになる。 トランプがあるんだけど、一緒にババ抜きでもやらないか？
Oh.
Bonding moment.
ただやるだけじゃ面白くないから。
Very
Of
fun.
course.
ビリが1位にこちょこちょされる。どんな相手からも強制的に
Aha.
感情をあらわにさせる方法。
Then they all lose intentionally.
触れ合いと笑顔。名付けてみんなでこちょこちょ笑い合って。
I like the thought, but yeah, they're all gonna lose intentionally.
何故袋叩きの空気？1回戦目終了。
Yeah.
1位レンタロ
Wait, but how did they all lose?
ウ。ワンカットもなく終了した。ビリから
Oh, they're fighting to lose, basically.
Yeah.
罰ゲームでも何でもやればいいでしょう。
The smile.
Yeah. Now no punching him.
What is her ticklish spot? Everyone's is different, you know?
I think hers is gonna be her knees.
You gotta find it. Oh,
なんかいかがわしいことしてるみたいになっちゃってるじゃんか。
See, it's better if you let yourself laugh.
レンタロ
yes.
ビリはかり。
She's ascended.
Yeah.
She's become an angel. Ah!
と建前。柔らかに。
Oh my gosh.
使用禁止。脱ぐの禁止。もう。レンタロウ君の木な手が。たくましい指が。私の体を這い回っている。
Rough shod.
Ugh.
これ放送しても大丈夫なやつ？
やめてください。ごめんなさい。
いや、俺は大丈夫だけど。
ウレションするところだった。セーフだな。セーフだよな。
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this show. Wait, she's checked.
何
Oh
が
my.
何でも俺に全員をこちょこちょさせようという。
Is she actually like,
Yeah.
yeah.
静か。でも実はちょっと楽しみなんだよな。静香ちゃんからどんな笑い声が聞けるのか。
She's gonna have like a power laugh. yeah, yeah.
こちょこちょこちょ。こちょこちょこちょ。こちょこちょこちょ。
高らかに笑った。
Oh,
想定してたのと。
that is not what I was expecting either.
でもそれで
悲しいかな。それが
Reality is a cruel
笑
mistress.
ってる顔が可愛いのでそこ。
一応すごい笑ってるってご近所に優しい大爆笑。
Yep.
レンタロウ君が一度も負けてない。
Actually, I want to hear how he laughs.
Right. And they're all
Yes.
gonna want their turn beating him.
私がこちょこちょ
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
して体を
Equal treatment. Let's go.
ババ抜きに
Consensual reasons to touch him wherever I want?
Right.
Oh my.
ビリレンタロ
Who won though?
ウ。1位静か。
Ah.
Is she even gonna have the confidence to tickle him? Yeah.
せっかくレンタロウ君の体に触りまくれるチャンス
And she's not.
She's so pure.
なところに手が当たっちゃってもレンタロウ君は吉本さんのああいう奥手でいじらしいと
No, no, no. You don't have to imitate each other.
Yeah, don't imitate each other. Yeah, yeah.
Nope.
声を高めにレンタロウ君こちらは計算され尽くした可愛さ
I would actually love if she tried this and he's like, why are you being someone different than
Right, right.
who you are?
が守ってあげたくなる存在ナチュラル小動物
Small,
Small
floof.
floof!
They actually
Small
said it.
floof!
強敵が姉さんとは比にならないほどの強敵が現れた
Perfect. Incredible. Incredible.
ごめん、ちょっとトイレ。
まさかウレションかなねえちょっと吉本
Ah, yes.
何なのよあんた
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yep.
あんた
Ominous wind blowing
私た
through.
ち二人に遠慮してるわよね
Oh.
そんな
Okay.
ことは見てりゃわかんのよあんただけレンタロウに近づこうとしないじゃない
Sure.
Okay.
なんでそんなくだらないことしてんのよカラネさんが怖いからじゃないですか
Huh?
にすぐ大きい声出すからは
Oh.
あ
Yeah.
そう大きい声なんか出したって言うのよ
Yeah, when?
レンタロウ
Right.
の恋人だった後から来た私が邪魔をしてはいけないとでもねあんたはもう正直
Yeah, it's not how this works.
Right.
必要なわけないじゃないむしろイライラ
Wait, she's actually in her tsundere way trying to encourage
Right,
her.
right.
見てると誰よりも素直に
Oh my god!
Never change.
Yes.
Tis
Well,
not
she's
my
not
way.
like you. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh! Great physical charm, yes. Oh.
And she's gonna help them understand each other better. Because they've been comparing themselves this whole time.
Yeah, they have, yeah. Yes, our Baishoujo over here.
Yep.
It's almost like there's a spell on him. There you go, son, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I'd like to watch that or anything. Baka. Voyeur Karane.
Yeah. All right.
Nice. Big brain. Enormous brain. Yeah. Or you need to step out. Yeah.
That's right.
Right. To get them closer together.
Yes.
Oh.
By the power of those eyebrows. Right. This just might work.
Perfect timing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. I wish to tickle you. Oh. But that has nothing to do with kissing.
That is also true.
Oh.
Now, would you like the other two to also be here to witness this, or to step away and give you some privacy?
Oh, no. Head pats.
Yes. Yeah, put your hand back there. Oh.
Yeah. I knew it.
Uh-huh.
I knew it. Yeah. Allow me. Yeah. Uh-huh. The romantic music. Oh my gosh. No.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We get it, Karane. You just wanted all of them to go first so you could watch. Yep.
Yeah. But also, she didn't ask for a kiss specifically.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, character
俺はし
development.
たいよ、カラネとキス。
Hmm.
どうしてもしたい。カラネは
Nice. And so he's also meeting her where she's at.
Right. Which is, I want you to tell me that you want me to kiss. Yeah.
どうしたんですか？
He has ascended.
みんな俺にはもったいない最高の彼女たちでこんなに幸せでいいのかなって。
Yeah, you better.
本当にありがとう。
そんなの私たちの
Yep, nice. Oh yeah, I just realized blue, red, yellow. They literally
All
are
the
the primary
primary
colors.
colors.
I just noticed that.
And from the 3 primary colors, you can mix them to get
I
any other
know.
color you
I
want.
cannot believe it took me that long to notice. Ah!
Looks like we've got violet next and then red.
What do you mean, like not Comey?
All right.
Ah,
Shizuka is officially, fully part of the polycule. Awesome.
Yes. She and Rentaro have kissed. They have communicated about a lot of things.
Yep.
Shizuka has been brought in to the trio of girlfriends.
Yep.
And they've accepted her, and also they've evaluated and maybe helped her grow already a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Which
And-
is fun.
And she has also helped them grow because then they realize, oh, hey,
Yeah.
maybe comparisons aren't so good. And,
Yeah.
oh, hey, she's not willing to ask for what she wants. Oh, yeah, and for some reason, that bothers Karane.
Why?
I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
You know, and then Hakari's like, hey, you know you're doing the same thing, right? Huh?
I love how
Fantastic.
in a lot of ways Hikari feels like the main girlfriend in this episode because of how like in a lot of ways free she is compared to the other girls.
Yes.
And thus in a lot
Definitely
of
the
ways
most confident.
her doubting herself at specific moments is like her real only flaw at times is that she needs to kind of be like validated and stuff, but that's basically what everybody would need in a relationship.
And
But-
she absolutely knows how to communicate in order to get that validation.
Yes.
Even if it's maybe with some indirect
Some
methods.
posing, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
but I love my favorite part this episode, as far as the comedy, was the gigantic wall that appeared
Yeah.
in front of Hikari with the natural born small floof.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how much brain rot we all have in that we see natural born small floof and we immediately not only get exactly what is being intended to be communicated here, but
Yep.
we all immediately go like
Well, and also the line that goes with it. A foe far more formidable than the train wreck that is Karane-san has appeared. Like,
Yes.
the idea that she's like, wait a minute, I didn't really have that much competition. My competition up until now is
was someone that just screamed Bitsy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And will never actually ask for what she wants.
Right.
Fantastic. That means
This is easy.
that's so easy, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like, oh wait, hang on, chotomate. Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Shizuka also is willing to actually listen to a lot of the stuff that they were saying, not just because she feels like the outsider and the newcomer, which they addressed that, and that was really cool, but because in a lot of ways she got caught up in comparison as well.
Right.
And so now that she's willing to talk about that, they were actually able to really boost her confidence in a lot of ways here. And that was really wholesome, given that the context for Shizuka before this was friends that she has end up ultimately shunning her, bullying her.
Yeah.
And so the fact that these two girls who very much came in as a group, you know, and
And
she's
could have absolutely bullied her.
right, once Rentaro left, that was probably really scary. And the ability for her to communicate her fear in that regard was really special. So
Yep.
props to everybody involved here. Rentaro also, I would say, the cojones to leave specifically with the intention to let them sort it out.
Right, because you love and trust them and you believe in them.
Shows, a strength of character that is really, really, really impressive.
Yes.
I think that there's something to be said for people in relationships when they get kind of clingy. And when they're not just clingy and they want to be around you. Like, that's just healthy. They enjoy being around you, sure. But it's they don't want you to be away from them
Right.
It's when it becomes a negative. You know, framing it as I want to be around you. Hey, that's great. But when it's expectations about what they're not going to do, that's a slippery slope, to say the least.
Wanting something to happen versus wanting, like, saying this thing can't happen.
Well, right, but it's also the I versus the you that's different as well.
Yes.
Because you expressing your own needs and desires, that's just good, healthy vulnerability, which is what all the characters learned this episode.
Right.
In a lot of ways, Hikari needed to be the one to bring that up, because she's the one that's going to be like, I'm going to XP, and then, like, literally lifts her skirt, like, over the side of the building or something. Like,
No, I think
or was she inspecting?
She was just turning around and inspecting.
Oh, okay.
Like,
oh my gosh,
yeah.
that was unhinged.
Yep.
But, hey, at least she knows what she wants and can ask for it.
Right.
But yes, the other two could learn something from her in that regard.
Oh, yeah.
Which, again, something that's just gushing about this show. If the characters are going to be coming in as the 100 girlfriends, you can't have them be just the same carbon copies with how they resolve certain emotional situations.
Yes.
Some of them should be better at it than others. And that doesn't mean that one's best girl or something just because they happen to be healthier in this area.
Right, and that doesn't mean...
Fuck that noise.
And that doesn't mean that, oh, hey, snooze, you lose because you aren't doing things a certain way.
Right.
Because, oh, hey, well, yes, things would definitely be easier for you if you did, and that's maybe something to think on if you can work on that or grow on that or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what's wonderful about a relationship, is that then you also, in addition to that, have someone who has your best interests at heart.
Right.
And so then our dude, Rentaro, ends up addressing each of them individually in the way that they will best respond to in order to make sure that their needs are being met. Fantastic.
Exactly.
Like, it's... Okay, all right. Actually, I'm a little pissed off now. Why is it that we need to go to a meme series called The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You
Spinning,
in order to
man.
finally get some actually good goddamn communication between these, these kids that end up falling in love? Like, it is so frustrating.
I don't know who to level it at, but I'm going to call out basically any mangaka ever in romance that basically falls into this trap. You can do better.
Like,
you all are thinking of whatever series that you've seen that's like this or what have you. Your mangaka can do better.
Right. Like,
if they can't, well, then I guess they just can't.
And I gotta say that the fact that this series is doing this, I absolutely adore because there's a certain kind of gumption that you have to have in order to be like, I'm gonna make a show about a dude getting 100 girlfriends.
Well, right, and we do need to add in the caveat that this is a parody, so there are certain things that they're being easy or lazy on, basically, because they don't need to work on those things.
Correct. And because the conflict is not actually about whether or not the characters will get together, but more about how it will happen and how it will work and the technical complications of that because of the premise.
Yeah, this stuff does naturally
It definitely lends itself to that. But the thing is it's not the fact that there will be miscommunication or lack of communication or immaturity with regards to how you approach a relationship for your characters. It's the fact that it is never addressed as an issue, right? It'll cause problems in the plot as a conflict point, but the characters never actually grow from it, right? It'll be something, or rarely, right? It'll be something where it'll get even reused sometimes where, and you can have situations where you struggle with something that you've mostly gotten over, but, whatever.
I also want to level the idea that probably a lot of this comes down to anime adaptations where, because they're cutting a lot, basically, from the original material, especially if it's a light novel, that kind of stuff just doesn't end up getting brought through. So it's also a little bit on the people that are doing the adaptations and that they don't find that stuff potentially interesting or worthwhile.
Or if the subtext is, listed as subtext that you're supposed to be able to infer from given context, and it's not actually given proper time in order to portray that. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
But it's something where I was not expecting a show like this when I picked it, right? I'm like, oh, this is going to be a goofy, fun time, right?
Yeah, it's a meme. Yeah.
And I'm finding it also being refreshing. Which is wild.
That's special.
Which is
like, to
wild.
Say the least, yeah.
Like, you don't go to a show like this looking to be refreshed on how romance is done. You look for it to just be as like crazy
brain
and
rot.
unhinged and brain rot and all that stuff.
We're here for the brain rot. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. We're here to spread the epidemic. Like
Yeah.
that's exactly
Yeah.
what it,
So the fact that it's doing this, I just applaud it. And yes,
yeah.
other series, you can do better. Don't.
Well, like here's the thing. Here's the thing here. Let's talk about straight like vanilla romance series. We're not
Sure.
talking about series that have romance in them and the romance is a side
Totally.
plot that's barely the focus, you know. A true romance story with the romance being the main thing.
Right.
I would say that this is less common in the romances. It's actually more common in my experience in the ones where the romance part is taken less seriously. Like actually like a part of it is about the silliness of it.
Oh, okay.
Like take Kaguya Love is War. In a lot of ways that's actually one where the communication side of things is a part of the whole premise of the comedy.
The characters are shit at this. Yeah.
Well, right. So that they build up and grow to the point that they can then communicate.
Yes.
If the story is not focusing on that aspect of it, it can be a thing where I think it kind of just gets lazily tossed to the side for the purpose of other things.
Right.
But in the stories where the romance is the main thing, that's where in a lot of ways something like what was it recently? It was not really recently. Horimiya was actually super refreshing in that regard. Was that there was a lot of good. I need this communication, and I didn't like or appreciate this, and we need to kind of process through that.
Right.
Now that anime was truncated to all hell in terms of the adaptation.
Right.
But even still, it found time to do that.
And
so maybe this is also just a little bit of a ways in which anime and modern romance stories have evolved to actually allow for this. And so your sample pool is based on
a lot
romance
of like
anime
older stuff
that is older that didn't focus on this as much.
Sure, because and like thinking about examples of ones that were like, you know, more frustrating for me. Oftentimes it is there are other plots that are there alongside the romance. So like Kids on the Slope, you know, is probably my most infamous example of the characters almost kiss and then we do a time skip and they never talked about it, right? You know,
Kids on the Slope was egregiously painful in that regard.
That was something that was rough, right? You know, because the romance wasn't the main point of it, they were kind of able to get away with it because then, all right, you know, sidetrack back to music, right? And so I think you're right that the fact that this is so much parody absolutely helps because then, you know, the usual conflict of a romance, will these characters get together? That's not actually the conflict.
It's not being focused
you know,
on.
And if anything, this is more of an encouragement or a proclamation that there need to be more stories that focus on after the characters get together because there are and Horimiya I would say is one of those really good examples of that because there's so much stuff that happens after you get together that is still plenty of conflict to be gotten into that is, you know, based on
and I think your sample size is probably entirely older stuff in that regard then because most actual stories that we're consuming nowadays with romance do absolutely go for the stuff after the confession and everything like that. They actually do show a lot of the story focused on that regard. So I don't know what are these other ones that you're bringing up of things where...
And there's also probably, to be fair, there's also probably a thing of where the idea of this lends itself to older... the idea of talking about stuff that goes after the relationship will lend itself to older series because a lot of the series that would be coming out recently have not yet gotten to the point where the characters would get together, even if they are going to continue after the relationship, you know?
Sure, but even thinking about the ones that I'm, you know, experiencing more recently that are like that, the romance is absolutely a side plot. And then the ones where the romance is a main part of the plot, they're absolutely already together for the most part already. Okay. So I don't know what the ones you're thinking about are, but I'm thinking that in a lot of ways this is something that upon further inspection it's not as rampant of a problem as you make out, but it is something that is egregiously bad in specific cases because this is something that stands out, especially if you don't like it. Like if you're someone that doesn't really mind too much about it, it's just a thing, you just move on, you know? Like, yeah, it could actually be like something where you would just kind of ignore it and it wouldn't show up because it's more the absence of a thing than the presence of a negative thing, if that makes sense. But also
maybe.
Yeah. But also I agree with you in that like I see this quite a lot. But
yeah, it's something where this episode was a wonderful direct addressing of how people will have individual needs that need to be met and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's done it in the show up until now, but you know, all right, yeah, we've got more people in the relationship.
Well, we did it in the way that was absent of Rentaro. That's the part that makes it interesting, I think, is that it has nothing to do with the parody part of it. In a lot of ways, Rentaro is the parody. The girls are not really. Like, they are functionally, but I'm meaning if you were to separate Rentaro from this, it's then just a bunch of girls that like a guy, and they need to figure out the way in order to have their dynamics set up.
Where they'll still be on good terms with each other.
Well, right, but because the premise is that they are soulmates no matter what, like there's no conflict in that regard ever. Then Rentaro being out of it kind of removes a lot of that.
Yes, it does remove a lot of the sort of narrative human tension. Error.
Yeah.
That you would normally get when, oh my God, emotions are high and, you know, what the fuck is going on and this is all new to me and, you know.
Right. I guess maybe his presence is felt throughout this no matter where he is in the scene, literally. So it doesn't matter. They're all motivated specifically to make Rentaro happy. Therefore, they're not going to bungle the communication sides of things. And thus, it's something that happens so smoothly because it's parody. And that's
and maybe this is just one more like point in the dotted line that is the general progression of like fiction towards healthier relationship dynamics. But
okay, potentially. I'm excited that we have a show though where the girls can absolutely carry a scene together independent of the guy, and I would love more like that, because eventually you're gonna end up with, you know, however many of them, and they'll end up having little pocket groups because they can't all be in the same scene at once.
Oh, yeah.
So then we get the multiplicative effect of the different types of dynamics between all the girls. Mm-hmm. And if we're meeting whoever this next girl is going to be,
she'll have to fit in as well. And
if she happens to be, you know, someone who's also maybe shy or maybe not a big talker in some ways. It'd be interesting to see her and Shizuka interact if they're both like more quiet types, you know.
I want to see a D&D campaign of these girls, like not them the full campaign
characters basically,
but them like they're like, okay, what's a way that we can all like hang out together, like they have their list of group activities, you know.
They're gonna play a Magic the Gathering Commander tournament.
Oh God.
What colors?
Shizuka cleans them all out.
What colors would you see them playing? I think Karane would be mono red.
I'm not familiar enough with Magic, but
I think
I'm just trying to figure out who'd be the blue deck.
I think none of them would be a blue deck at the moment. I think
no, blue decks wouldn't exist in this world. I think
Shizuka, actually no, Hikari could be blue with something else for sure. Shizuka would definitely be a white deck at this point. Yeah. I'd say maybe Hikari could be like a green blue deck. That could work. But I'd be curious to see what y'all think as well. But anyhow, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.